Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, today we're going to look at some emails which I've received in my inbox. Okay, so you can hear the types of communications that I get every day. So here's the first one. Dear Teacher Joseph, my boyfriend and I have been together for 2.5 years, but recently he decided to go back to America because he said he wanted a break. But now he won't take any of my phone calls. I haven't spoken to him in a while and I really miss him. Should I go to America to try to see him? I really enjoy your podcasts. I hope you can help me. Best wishes, Anna from Russia. Well, Anna, of course you shouldn't go and see him. Why would you do that? Obviously, he's left you, so he's gone. You should find a new partner or boyfriend or whatever. He's not taking your calls, so why would you want to follow him? Because if you go and see him, then it's very likely that he won't talk to you and he'll just call the police. I mean, do you really want to be some kind of stalker? Really? Have you not seen that Hollywood movie, Play Misty for Me, where people are following each other? No, really. Obviously, he's left you, so just, get on with life. I understand that maybe you're saying you hope you can be friends, but I don't think that's possible. In the English world, we are very good at really cutting people out of our lives. It's what we do. I know it sounds harsh, but it allows us to move on to find our next partner. If you just keep trying to carry your last partner by contacting him, I don't think there's any point. Anyway, why did he leave you? Because whatever the problem is, it's still going to be there. So if you go to America, if you get anywhere near him, I mean, you know what Americans are like with security, so you probably wouldn't get anywhere near him anyway. But who knows what you would discover? There could be a wife and child there for all you know. But if you did get to talk to him, it's likely he would just call the police because you're effectively stalking him, and that's not good. I mean, can you imagine? You wake up one morning and you find that your ex is standing outside your door wanting to talk with you. That's really creepy and scary, Anna. So, no, you shouldn't follow him. I like your idea that you still want to be friends, but that never works. Oh, no, no. Clean break is better. One thing I learned from Spanish people is that no one ever really separates. Everyone, because of this word family, everyone is still together. No one ever breaks up or leaves home or does anything. Okay, so British people are the complete opposite, and so are Americans. They love just to move on. I mean, it's possible, of course, that he really has hurt you, and maybe you feel angry about that, but I wouldn't try to use that excuse. Oh, by the way, I just found a CD and a t-shirt of yours. Can I return it? No, no, just put the things in the bin and move on and forget about him. Who knows exactly what the true story is? And you don't need to know. So clean break is always better, and always better. So yeah, relationships take a lot of work, and once they start to go wrong, there isn't really a lot of hope there for getting them back, especially if he won't talk to you. He's doing that for a reason, So no, please don't follow him. Yes. Okay, next email. Here's one. Dear Teacher Joseph, I'm a type 1 diabetic and I live with my family in Sudan. Can you give me free lessons? No, sorry. Type 1 diabetic or not, you're not getting free lessons. I might consider the special discount code I have where you can get cheap lessons. Maybe if you have a look on italki and send me a message. But no, no. And anyway, type 1 diabetic, that doesn't sound life threatening. And even if it was, will I give you free lessons? I don't know. Send me a message or use my special discount code, okay? Okay, here's another one. Dear teacher Joseph, unfortunately, we have a lesson booked for next week. However, my camera is not working. Would it be possible to have a lesson only on audio? Uh, yeah, why would you ask me that? I don't mind how you come to the lesson as long as you appear, so I at least can hear you. What a waste of time, these kind of messages. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Another one. Dear Teacher Joseph, I won't be home in time to put my makeup on. Do you mind if we only have the lesson on audio this week? Listen, you can come to the lesson dressed as Little Red Riding Hood. I really don't care, okay, whether you use the camera or not. So yeah, of course, just come to the lesson, please. And you could have told me this at the lesson time. Okay, and the final one, dear teacher Joseph, I've been dating an English boy for the last while, but I never really know what he's thinking. And I'm also aware that he drinks a lot. Can you give me some advice on how to talk to him? Well, who's this from? Signed Gabrielle. I don't know where you're from, Gabrielle. So you're dating an English boy, you say? Okay. Well, I assume you're obviously both older teenagers, maybe 19 or 20. If he's drinking a lot, then you should get rid of him. Yeah, don't waste your time on drunkards. You know, people here, they drink too much and they get into all kinds of dysfunctional situations and problems, and they pull everyone in their world into that. So no, just get rid of him, I would say. About getting inside his head, well, if you could try to get him to go to some kind of therapy or Alcoholics Anonymous, or if he really does have a very serious alcohol problem he's willing to take responsibility for, you definitely should help him with that. About getting inside his thoughts or his thought processes, I'm sure there's not much there, Gabrielle. Really, there isn't much there for you to find. He's probably just an immature boy who hasn't really grown up, you know? If you think maybe he has some personal problems, do you really want to get involved? I would say probably not. So it would be much better if you could maybe try to talk to him if you really want to help him. Or maybe you can ask his family, if you know his family, if he has any problems. Yeah, Englishmen aren't very good at opening up and talking about how they feel. Uh, you know, again, unlike Mediterranean men who are very open, British men have a code of silence. To talk about their feelings would make them seem weak. So you're not really going to get him to open up very much. I would say just get rid of him, yeah, and maybe date someone from your own culture, maybe a Mediterranean guy. They're always very nice and very open and friendly, aren't they? So you could do that. But no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't waste time, especially if he's so young. And maybe by breaking up with him, that would help him to understand that you're not just going to accept someone who clearly has personal problems, you know? Here's another one. This one is from Marco in Italy. Dear Teacher Joseph, I visited London 2 weeks ago, and it seems that I left my wallet on the bus. Do you know, is there any way that I can ask if it has been found? Oh, Marco, that's a tough one. That so there is a central office that you could try for lost property, but nothing ever goes there. What you would need to do is if you have the bus number that you were on, and you know where that bus terminates. So imagine that you were on bus number 20 and you know it was the night bus, for example. You should be able to contact that bus company directly. The problem is a lot of our bus routes are now half private, so there isn't really a central place except to contact the company that runs that route. And the difficulty there is that you might have a number 20, which is operated by one company, a number 20 operated by another company. So not really, there isn't really anyone there to ask. So if you know the actual bus number that you were on, that would help a great deal. If you had lost it on the subway, on the metro has its own lost property office. But to be honest with you, my experience of them is that they're not very quick or good at investigating. But having said that, I lost a wallet the last time I was in London, and I I managed to get it back because I called up the bus center who operates that particular bus. So there is hope there. There is hope, but you'd have to do it quick. I don't know how long they would keep that for you. Here's the final one. This one is from Southeast Asia somewhere, I think. Dear Teacher Joseph, I really love your podcasts, especially since you are cynical and bitter. Ha ha ha. They sometimes appear a little bit toxic, but I love them anyway. Please, can you do a podcast on the passive voice? Best wishes. Okay, well, all right then. Yeah, I could do one on the passive voice. I would think about that. And that's it for me. So this is the kind of stuff I'm getting into my mailbox. Okay, I don't mind these kind of emails. A little bit strange, especially when they tell me that they want to give me hundreds of thousands of pounds because they are deposed daughters of kings from somewhere in Africa. Uh, those kind of emails, of course, just automatically are deleted and go straight to spam. But if you do want to communicate with me, don't be afraid to send me a message. And yeah, I'm not sure I can always reply directly to stuff about relationships, but yeah, at least they make me smile. That's it from me. See you all soon. Bye.